So I have to tell you this story about one of my all-time favorite donor visits. I was planning this trip to DC, and the meeting I was most looking forward to was with a woman who was brand new to us. No one had ever met her, she had never met us, but the two of us had been getting to know each other by phone and email over the past several weeks. And the deal is that she had lost her husband fairly recently and was hoping to set up a scholarship in his memory. And so she'd been sharing information about her background and her extended family and her relationship with her late husband. I'd learned about the assets with which she would fund the gift and her advisors and other important decision makers. And the two of us were super excited about the impact that she'd be able to make on students' lives through her giving. So it was like just perfect setup for a great visit. As it came time, though, for us to decide what day and time I would go over to her house, things started kind of cooling off. I was like, I totally know that we were vibing. I know that everything was in a good place, so what could be going on? And so I asked her about it, and I learned a couple of things. One is I learned that I had risen in the level of importance in her life, and that it was very important for her to feel like those key people in her life had a really strong rapport with her dog. And so I was now in that inner circle. So it was really, really important that the corgi and I be like good. And then the second piece is that she'd recently been getting glimmers of what she thought was her dog channeling her late husband's spirit. And so it was even more important that the dog and I have good vibes. And I wasn't sure what to do about it, of course, but I suggested that the two of us get the dog and I together over video conference. And that's exactly what we did. So we set up a Skype for me and the corgi, and it was exactly as you would think with a dog and a human over video conference. Like, it was delightful and it was silly. It was so cute and also maybe like a little sad in moments. But overall, like, great visit, right? Great visit between me and a corgi. It taught me a lot. One of the things it taught me was that, these jobs can be pretty random, but they are so beautiful. These moments of getting to glimpse what's like so deep and so important and so vulnerable, right? We meet our donors where they are. And if the place they're at involves a dog channeling a human spirit, like, I'm here for it. And secondly, if anyone is still holding on to the narrative about it being impossible to build relationships with human beings over video conference, I'm like so confident in saying it's doable. If I can do it with a dog, for sure we can do this human to human. So that's the story of one of my all-time very favorite donor visits.